Samsung seems to be making a serious bet that foldable phones find a market. It's launching two sizes, including this one in the Galaxy Z Flip3 model, which is more like a regular phone that folds in half. Like it did with the large-screened Galaxy Note, which was one of the first large-screen phones with a stylus, it's establishing a foothold in a new market long before Apple. By improving its screens year to year, it can have them ready to sell to other phone makers. As prices continue to drop, Samsung will be ready if consumers decide this is the next big trend in phones. I enjoy being able to just sit on the couch at night and pull a small tablet out of my pocket, instead of searching for my iPad and hoping it had a charge. The software is getting a lot better, too. The Google Chrome browser, for example, lets you tab through tabs like you would on a traditional tablet or computer. You can force apps such as Instagram to resize and use the full screen, which you couldn't do last year. And I like that I could run several apps side by side or in multiple windows. It's convenient to chat with friends in one app, having Twitter open next to it, and watching a movie floating on top of everything. Samsung also improved the phone's durability. With new changes to the screen and the protector on top of it, the combined display durability is now 80% stronger than before. There's still some flex when you push down on the screen, but it's a lot better than the first version, which felt too weak. Samsung also made the phone IPX8 water resistant, which means you won't have to worry about damage in the rain but should still avoid taking it anywhere where dirt or dust could get into the hinge and behind the screen. So far, I haven't had any problems. We could have sworn that Samsung's original plunge into foldable displays was not that long ago. It definitely feels that way. Yet, here we are with the latest and greatest Z Fold3, a third-generation product, or perhaps even fourth, depending on how you count the initial failed Fold launch back in the day. Foldables are maturing and already a staple, of sorts, within Samsung's lineup. In fact, the Korean giant has now been consistently delivering fold devices on a yearly schedule, and this year, it came at the expense of the new Galaxy Note lineup. Oh, how the tables have turned! In fact, the Z Fold3 is arguably closer to a Note than ever. One of its major highlights being S Pen support. A first with a foldable display and quite the technical challenge to pull off. Speaking of firsts and technical challenges, the Z Fold3 is also the first foldable to sport an official ingress protection rating. Nothing too ambitious, just IPX8, but quite the engineering challenge to pull off, as well.Body, 158.2 by 128.1 by 6. 4mm, 271 grams, glass front, Gorilla Glass Victus, folded, plastic front, unfolded, glass back, Gorilla Glass Victus, aluminum frame, IPX8 water resistant, up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes, stylus support. Display, foldable, 7.60 inches dynamic AMOLED 2X, 120Hz, HDR10+, 1200 nits, peak, 1768 by 2208 px resolution, 11.24 to 9 aspect ratio, 374p, cover display, dynamic AMOLED 2X, 120Hz, Corning Gorilla Glass Victus, 6.2 inches, 832 by 2268 pixels, 25 to 9 ratio. Chipset, Qualcomm SM8350 Snapdragon 888 5G, 5 nanometers, octa-core, 1x2. 84 GHz Creo 680 and 3x2. 42 GHz Creo 680 and 4x1. 80 GHz Creo 680, Adreno 660. Memory, 256 GB 12 GB RAM, 512 GB 12 GB RAM, UFS 3.1. OS/software, Android 11, One UI 3.1.1.